ABC News goes to the Great American Birthday Party. From the American Broadcasting Company's Bicentennial Center in New York City, Harry Reasoner.
Good morning. We're here, and we'll be here throughout the day in this red, white, and blue studio to take a look at what the second oldest major continuing nation in the world is doing to celebrate the 200th anniversary of its independence. We're beginning to get some great pictures from down the harbor on Operation Sail, which is just beginning under the Verrazano Bridge. This is probably the single most dramatic event of the bicentennial.
A 17-gun salute here at the Presidio. The Navy band playing. 105 howitzers going off right now.
The sky's clear here, and President Ford is looking forward to what is obviously his most significant speech of this bicentennial weekend.
As I stand in the place where 2 centuries ago the United States of America was conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
These united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved.
It was decided not to put all of America's July 4th eggs in one star-spangled basket for this celebration. Instead, local celebrations have been the order of the day. Americans are paying tribute to their national Sabbath in their own variety of ways. And
from the first glow on the Rockies, more than 80,000 Coloradoans looked back through cultural history. At the day-long games, the children rushed for gold-painted nuggets, remembering the first pioneers. The others along the crowded Midway enjoyed all-American hot dogs and Colorado's own Coors beer.
The celebration has been underway for about 8 hours, and almost 1 million people have gathered at the base of the Gateway Arch on the banks of the Mississippi for what's been a kaleidoscopic display of American music, culture, and fun. Almost at the beginning of the day, a barge carrying a brass jazz band left for New Orleans. They'll be playing the Mississippi River all the way along. And the Catherine Dunham Dance Troupe helped trace the origins of American music from the days of slavery to today's contemporary sounds. And even the youngsters of St. Louis got into the act, performing America's children's tale. I think you can see it in the faces here. The people, the million of them that have gathered in St. Louis for the bicentennial, have gotten more than they ever expected. This is Ron Miller at the Gateway Arch.
And here in Hershey this evening, most of the governors of those 50 states have gathered not only for their annual conference, but also to celebrate this very special 4th of July.
What makes this thriving Midwest town tick?
Seward is a town of friendly people. When you walk down the old reddish-brown brick streets, people greet you from everywhere. People in this town are neighbors as well as kind-hearted friends.
Little Seward's got lots of spirit, and it's also got the world's largest time capsule. Inside, a car, a motorcycle, graffiti on the walls, names of the children of Seward, who will be in their 60s when the capsule is opened in 2025.
In the future, of course, my grandchildren, including Catherine here.
And what do you want them to see in 50 years?
You know how we lived in the year 75 and 76.
And how did you live? How is life now?
Well, I think it's very great.
This is Betsy Aaron in Seward, Nebraska.
3 youngsters, descendants of John Morton of Pennsylvania and Arthur Middleton of South Carolina, who both signed the Declaration of Independence, tapped the Liberty Bell with their knuckles. As the tapping took place, the Centennial Bell above Independence Hall rang out 13 times, 1 for each of the original states. And if that wasn't enough, there was also a giant 5.5-hour parade through Philadelphia.
The view from up here, 110 stories above the ground, approaches the incomparable.
200 years young and a long, long way to go. Let's do this again in 100 years. I'm Harry Reasoner. Happy birthday. Good night.